Alrighty, guys, are we ready to get into today's topic? Are we ready to get into today's topic? Give me a ready in the comments if you're like, yes, I am ready to get into today's topic. While I get some more foundation here on my makeup brush. Did I tell you guys? Okay, so just in case you're wondering what foundation I'm using, it's Clinique. It is a serum foundation, but unfortunately, apparently Clinique is discontinuing this and they are no longer making this. So, which means that I need to find a new foundation. I do have a sample here, guys. It is of a Clarins foundation, so I need to try this. I think I'll try it tomorrow. And then if I'm happy, I will make the switch over to Clarins. All right, let me see some of these readies. Faithy says ready. Refilwe says ready. Suela, I see that you just got the number 3 gifter badge. I love this, girlfriend. And thank you. I appreciate you. Suela says, yippee, I'm ready. Max says ready. Koli says ready. Bron says ready. I love this. I love this for all of us. Okay, guys, so I've got a question. B Bubble says ready. I've got a question, guys. So have you been asking for something? So maybe you have prayed for something in 2025 and it has not materialized yet. Anybody? Maybe you set a goal for yourself in 2025 and it has not materialized yet. Maybe you asked God for something in 2025 and it is not materialized yet. Maybe at the beginning of 2025, you were like, oh God, I'm ready to meet a hunk. And we are now nearing December. Well, actually, we are in December, right? We are in December, boss. We are in it. And the hunk has not appeared yet. Can anybody relate? Can anybody relate? Have you been asking for something? You prayed about it. Maybe you had it on your vision board for 2025, but it hasn't manifested. It hasn't materialized yet. Alrighty, I'm seeing some hands up here. B Bubble says, yes, absolutely. Okay, Koli says, I can relate. Kuluswa says, yes, that's me. Alrighty, can you relate? Have we all got something that we're like, I've been asking for this thing and it has not arrived yet? Faith says yes. Max says I relate. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Esona says yes, I relate. Absolutely, guys. So I've got a question though. Bron says yes, definitely mere but divine timing. Oh, Bron, I like where you're going with that. I think you and I are in the same WhatsApp group with where we are going with today's conversation. So guys, let's say you've been asking for something. What if the reason why it hasn't materialized yet in your life is not because God has said no or the universe has said no? What if it's us that is the blocker? What if it is us that is the blocker? So I have prayed for this thing. I have asked for this thing. It has not arrived yet in my experience. But what if the blocker is not out there? Because sometimes we also behave and we think that the blocker is out there. So sometimes we say things like, but there are no men left. I have no idea why we say those things. But sometimes that's what we say, right? We say there are no men left. That's why I'm still single in 2025, December. Right? We say things like that, right? So when we say things like that, what we're actually saying is that, no. There is a blocker, but the blocker is outside of me. It is out there. But I'm saying, and I'm asking, what if the blocker is not out there? What is Mac? Oh, Mac. But what if the blocker is not out there? What if the blocker is in here? What if the blocker is in here? What if the blocker is me? What if the blocker is how I am thinking about the thing? What if the blocker is how I am thinking about myself in relation to the thing that I would like to experience in my life. So what if we are the blocker? What if we are the blocker? Our way of thinking is the blocker. So let's get clear on how we ask for things. Let's think about it. How do we ask for things? So we ask for things when we pray about it. So you know what? Hey, I'm praying about this, God. I would like XYZ, right? We ask for things when we do things like we put together a vision board. That is an ask. When you're putting together a vision board, that is an ask. You are asking for something to materialize in your life. When you are paying attention to something, that is an ask. When you have a desire for something, that is an ask. Okay, so let's just get clear that sometimes maybe you feel like, well, I haven't prayed in a while, so I'm not asking. No, baby. We are asking all the time, okay? Just that asking can look different, okay? It's not always necessarily that you've gotten down on your knees to pray, okay? So I just want to get clear on what is an ask. What does it look like when we are asking? When we are setting goals, that is an ask. We are asking. But unfortunately, sometimes we are actually the blocker. We are in our own way. Have you heard the saying, get out of your own way? Because that's what we do, right? We get into our own way. Double tap the screen if you are still with me. And if you're finding value from this session and you're not already following me, be sure to give me a follow. What this will do is that when I go live Monday to Friday, 6:30 in the morning. So when I go live, you will see that I am live and you will be able to come and you can join in the session. So that is if you feel like you are gaining value from this session. So let's look at some of the ways that we are the blockers, specifically when it comes to our own thinking. So think about it, guys. How do we get in our own way, specifically when it comes to our own thinking, our own thoughts? Anybody? Bongi, thank you so much. I appreciate the heart me. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Detox, I see that you're in the building. Awesome stuff. So let's think about it, guys. How do we get into our own way? How do we become a blocker in terms of our thinking? Because sometimes we can be asking for love, like, oh, dear God, I'm asking for this hunk. Please, by the end of 2025, can this hunk have come into my life? Okay, that's the asking. Right? Maybe I put on my vision board a hunk on my vision board, to represent this hunk that's coming into my life. Okay? But how do I now get in my own way in terms of my own thinking? In terms of my own thinking. Can anybody think of how it is that we get into our own ways? Zizzy says scarcity mindset. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So Zizzy, I absolutely agree with you there. Scarcity mindset, absolutely. So when we start thinking things like, well, there's just no men available. Right? Absolutely. So scarcity mindset, that's definitely one of them. Sometimes we don't even believe that we are worthy and deserving of the very thing we are asking for. Ouch. So I'm asking for a beautiful, loving relationship, but do I actually believe that I am worthy and deserving of this thing that I am asking for? Maybe it's not a loving relationship. Maybe it is a new home. Maybe it's a home you've been praying for, a new home. You've been asking for it. You've added it to your 2025 vision board. We are here, smack bam, December, boss, and there's no new home. Do you believe that you are worthy and deserving of the new home that you have been asking for? B Bubbles, you said entertaining doubt. You hit the nail on the head. Right? You hit the nail on the head. When we start to entertain doubt, what about control? Oh, sometimes what we do, we ask for something, right? And then we want to control everything about the thing that we have asked for. So we want to control the how instead of just focusing on the what. We want to control the how. Sometimes we want to get in God's business, right? We want to control every single little detail, right? That's another way that we become our own blockers. We become our own blockers. Think about how it feels in your body. How does it feel in your body when you think about the thing that hasn't manifested yet? Hey? Refilwe says, was actually on a home idea this year. Absolutely. I get that. I absolutely get that, Refilwe. Right? Sometimes we think this thing is taking too long. Was it Bron that mentioned divine timing earlier on? Sometimes we think that this is taking too long. How do you feel when you think that it's taking too long? I don't know about you. The minute I said, oh, this is taking too long, my chest felt tight. Ooh, hey? So how does it feel in our bodies when we think this thing is taking too long? Why hasn't it happened yet? Koli, I see you. Grand rising. Hey? So we want to become unstuck. We want to become unstuck in terms of our thinking, guys. We want to become unstuck in terms of what are we believing. You know, we need to stop focusing on the absence of something. So sometimes that's also what we're doing. We are so busy focused on the fact that the thing is not here yet. So busy focused on that. It is December and I'm still single. We're so busy focusing on the thing and its absence inverted commas, absence inverted commas. Regina, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much, Regina. Are you still with me? Double tap the screen if you are still with me. So we need to get unstuck in terms of our thinking. What are we thinking and believing about ourselves in relation to this thing that we want to call into our lives? Okay? Because I believe that God's already said yes, but it's us that gets into the way, right? We get in the way with our own thinking, with our own feeling, with our own self-doubt and disbelief. And I think we've just got to get unstuck, okay? We've got to get unstuck in terms of our thinking. We've got to start allowing, we've got to start receiving, okay? Starting to allow, starting to receive. Alrighty, Refilwe says it's also tiring the body because the mind's always on that. Absolutely. So when we focus on something and we focus on the fact that something is not here yet, we're just giving more attention to the fact that something is not here yet. So by focusing on the fact that it's not here yet, we are not actually making it come into our experience any faster. Detox, thank you so much. I see that you sent me a heart me. I appreciate it. So guys, we need to get unstuck in terms of our thinking. We need to get unstuck in terms of our belief. And if it feels like something is taking a bit of time to materialize, then you know what? Start to see that time as prep. I get to prep. I get to practice. I get to rehearse. What are we practicing? What are we prepping? And what are we rehearsing for? So let's say I'm just going to use the example of a hunk because I think it's a relatable example. So let's say we have been waiting for a hunk. We have prayed about this hunk and he has still not arrived. It is December. 23rd of December is coming up and you're like, man, I wish I was in Cape Town so I could just go to Zizi's dinner so I could just meet a hunk because I mean, the year is going to end and I am still single. We can all relate to that, right? So what would we need to start thinking and believing while we are waiting, right? First of all, we would need to start thinking and believing that, you know what, I am absolutely worthy and deserving of love. I am worthy and deserving of love. If it's a new house, I am worthy and deserving of a new home, right? If it's a new opportunity at work, I am worthy and I am deserving of this new opportunity that I've been asking for. So we need to start believing that we are worthy and that we are deserving. We need to rehearse. So now let's think about it. Oh, I would love to be in this relationship. It's December 2025. I'm still single. Okay, so obviously I can use this time to start prepping. Alrighty, how do I start prepping? Okay, I start to think about what would it feel like to be in this relationship? Oh, this healthy, loving relationship. What would it feel like? Right? And can I embrace that feeling before the hunk has arrived? So maybe, I would feel love if I was in this beautiful, loving relationship. I would feel love. Okay. Yes, I would feel love. So can I start to feel love before he arrives? Oh, but yes, I can do that. I can walk around my day and I can be like, you know what? I am love. I am love. I feel love. I feel in love with my life, just as it is right now. Okay, so we start to use our day as prep. Okay, so can you see how we've gone from stressing about, oh my God, the hunk is not here, to, okay, he's not here yet, but I'm going to get ready. I'm going to use my day as prep, I'm going to start thinking about what would it be like to be in this yummy, loving relationship. That's what I'm going to start thinking about. Can you feel the shift in energy as you start to play that way? Hey? As you start to focus on something different. Instead of, oh my God, this thing has not materialized for me yet. Right? Just by doing that, you shift into a space of allowing, into a space of receiving. Okay? And maybe we need to also play around with actually receiving things during the day. So what do I mean by that? So let's say, for instance, there's this bigger thing that you want in your life. It hasn't materialized yet. Okay? It happens. Great. So maybe we need to get comfortable with receiving small things first. So someone walks past you today and they say, oh, I like your dress, or they compliment your outfit. Kev, because you're not wearing a dress today. Hey, Kev, you are wearing pants today. Someone walks past you and they compliment your outfit. So now let's practice with the small things, receiving. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I received that compliment. I'm actually worthy and deserving. I received that compliment. So let's play around with just the small things, right? Let's train our nervous system on how to just accept the small things, right? So that we can get ready to accept the bigger things. All right. Can you guys think of any other examples? How you can get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Stop thinking that you're not ready for the new opportunity that you've been praying about, asking for, right? You're asking and praying for a new opportunity. Have you updated your CV? Have you updated your LinkedIn profile? Stop waiting for, a perfect moment. Do you know what I'm saying? This is how we also are our own blockers. Right? We pray and we ask for stuff and then we just sit and we don't do anything. We don't move. Okay? Are you still with me? Double tap the screen if you are still with me. And if you're ready for today's play, give me a play in the comments while I blend out my concealer. Is this landing, guys? Is this making sense? Are you still with me? So oftentimes we are the blockers, okay? Oftentimes the block is not outside, it's not other people, it is us, it is our own belief, it is our own thinking, it is the story that we are telling ourselves, it is the thing that we are focusing on when we are focusing on the absence of something, instead of looking at it and saying, you know what, I am preparing for something to enter into my life. I am preparing. How am I preparing? I'm updating my CV. I'm updating my LinkedIn profile. I am preparing. I'm working on my self-belief. I'm saying I am worthy. I am deserving of this very thing that I am asking for. Yeah? And we need to also just play around with receiving as we go through our day. Play around with receiving. Thank you. I received this. Someone compliments you. Thank you. I received this. You go to a mall and a parking lot opens up for you, a parking space. Oh, thank you. I received this. All right, there's so many things that happen as we go through our day that we can just give thanks for. Thank you. I receive this. Do you see how you shift yourself out of the energy of the thing is not here, the thing is not here to, you know what, I am practicing. I am getting my internal atmosphere ready. I am receiving. I am saying thank you. I am getting out of my own way. I am stopping to be the blocker in my own life. Are you still with me? Are you still with me? Okay? Stop blaming other people. Okay? Stop blaming other people. Stop saying I haven't met anyone yet because my friends haven't referred me. They haven't invited me out, and that's why I haven't met a hunk. Stop it. Okay? So we need to take ownership, guys. We need to take ownership. And today's play, let me get into it. While I am still here, let me get into it. Bron says, gratitude changes so much. We are so blessed. Absolutely. Absolutely. So when we focus on thank you, and I am receiving whatever it may be, even if it's a small thing, something good that happens to us during the day, we are also letting the universe know that we want more of this. We want more things to receive, right? More things to say thank you for, okay? We want to, get into that space where we believe that absolutely I am worthy and deserving of receiving. And we start with little things. So driving to the mall, a parking space opens up. Oh, get excited. Get excited. Thank you. Thank you. I receive. Oh, I'm absolutely worthy and deserving. Okay, get excited. Practice. Start practicing now. Get your internal atmosphere ready. Hey? Alrighty. Koli says, let me go update that CV. Absolutely. Update it in faith. Update that CV, right? Update your LinkedIn profile if it is a new opportunity, right? Rafilwe, thank you so much. I see that you just sent me a heart me. I appreciate this. Okay, Koli says, I see how I react to compliments lately. It's like I'm rejecting them. Koli, why? Don't reject compliments. See it as an opportunity for you to practice receiving. See it as an opportunity to just see it as, you know what, I am practicing receiving. I am practicing receiving in the small things so that I can receive in the bigger things. I am practicing unblocking myself. I'm the block. Okay, not other people. Me, my thinking, my feeling. I'm the blocker. Okay? And when we say I'm the blocker, we are not blaming ourselves. Okay? So we're not shaming and blaming ourselves. We're just taking responsibility. We're just saying, you know what? I'm the main character of my story. I'm the main character, of my story. And yes, actually, I'm actually the blocker here. It's my thinking. Okay? Bron says, I have blocked myself many times. I know, Bron. Don't worry. Same WhatsApp group, you and me, baby. Soella says, play. Max says, it makes so much sense. Bongi says, play. Bron says, play. Koli says, oh, I get it. Like, I've been waiting for this job, but I'm not doing anything about it. I am just waiting. Koli, babes, please today make that your assignment to update your CV, to update your LinkedIn profile, to get ready for that new opportunity that you are asking for. And then work on your self-belief, right? So during the waiting period, see it as prep. It is prep. You are working on your belief. You are working on your thoughts. That's what you are doing. Raina, yay! Raina has joined us, and I see, Raina, you have changed your name. You are no longer user, whatever the numbers were yesterday. I love to see it. I love to see you, Raina. Ta says your hairstyle, for anybody that's interested in my hair, guys, these are called Italian curls. Just ask your hairdresser for Italian curls, and then you and me can be twinning. You and me can be twinning, all right? But Raina, welcome. Tulu, I see that you just gave me a follow. I appreciate it. So guys, if you are finding any value from this live, be sure to give me a follow. What this will do is that you will see when I go live tomorrow morning, and then you can come in tomorrow morning and you can join in on the session. Every day is a new topic. Okay, so every day we discuss something new. We're just going with the flow this week. So there's no theme this week. I used to do themes, or I've done themes, or usually I do themes, but this week we are not focused on anything. We are going with the flow. Get December, boss. So we're just going with the flow. The topic will be whatever the topic is. You will know tomorrow morning, because I will know tomorrow morning too. Okay. So let's get into what today's play is, guys. Oh, wait, before I tell you about today, to the play, I just wanted to remind you guys, Saturday, I am going live at 4 p.m. I'm going to be interviewing a lady. Her name is Kimmy, okay? Her handle here on TikTok is The Womb Speaks. So ladies, this one is specifically for you. I'm going to be interviewing and chatting to Kimmy. The Womb Speaks. That is what the topic is going to be all about. So remember last week we did the body. We did a whole series on the body last week. We spoke about how our body is wise. We spoke about how our body says yes, how our body says no, what a yes and a no feels like in our body. We spoke about our body talking to us, and that we need to listen to our body, right? Sometimes we use our mind to override our body, but our body is talking to us all the time, right? So we did that whole series last week on body, right? So Saturday, we're chatting to Kimmy. It is all about the womb and how we can start listening to our womb, how our womb speaks to us. So ladies, 4 p.m. on Saturday, come and join the chat. And you know what? You'll also have opportunities to ask Kim questions, but you know what I mean? Just come and join us. Men, I'm not saying that you can't come. So if you're a man, Kev, you specifically, I'm talking to you, Kev. You are welcome to come and join if you want to join in. If anything, it'll just give you a better understanding and a better appreciation for the woman in your life. Okay, so that is Saturday, 4 p.m. The Womb Speaks. Okay, so we're chatting to Kimmy from The Womb Speaks. Alrighty, so Saturday, 4 p.m. All right, now let's get into today's play. So today's play, guys, very simple. Think about that thing that has not materialized yet for you. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a new home. Maybe it's a hunk, a loving relationship. Maybe it's a job. You've been asking for a new opportunity. Okay, so you find whatever that is for yourself, okay? You find whatever that is for yourself. And then check yourself. Ask yourself, is it possible that I am the blocker here? Is it possible that I am the blocker here? Is it possible that it's my thoughts, my beliefs that are actually the blocker here? It is, okay? And then start to think of, okay, how can you unblock the block? How can you help yourself get unstuck? So maybe you've been believing that it's not possible, that good things never happen for you, right? So then your work today is to start believing that actually good things can and do happen for you, and that you are actually worthy and deserving of the good things. Okay? If it's a job, right? A new opportunity, and you've been the blocker. Hey, Koli. You acknowledge, okay, fine, you've been the blocker, and what can you do today, right? To stop being the blocker. Update your CV, update your LinkedIn profile, right? Work on your self-talk. I trust that there is an opportunity available for me, an opportunity that matches my experience. God knows where this opportunity is. So I'm getting ready. I'm updating my CV. I'm updating my LinkedIn profile. I'm working on my self-belief. I'm learning to trust. I don't know the how. That's God's business. But I know the what. Okay. And I know that I need to start trusting. I need to change this internal dialogue. I need to practice receiving, even receiving the little things, right? So that I can, prepare to receive the bigger things. Okay. So that is today's play. Are you going to play today? Is the question. Are you going to play today? So yes or no? Yes, I am going to play today. Koli says, I trust and I believe. So we trust and we believe. Absolutely, Koli. And then we also do what we can do, right? So the how, we also trust that, okay, the how, that's God's business, right? The how, I'm not 110% sure how I'm going to meet the hunk. Right? But I've got to do some prep, and the prep that is within my control. I can do the prep. I can start walking around and being like, you know what? I am love. I am love, right? I am worthy and deserving of love. Yes? Nomtebo says play. Raina says, okay, I gotta go to the beach real quick. Woo, the beach. I love that. That reminds me of Shikaina's song, let's take it back to the beach. Are you still with me? Double tap the screen if you are still with me. Koli says yes, yes, yes. Faith says play. Alrighty, guys. So we need to stop focusing on the absence of the thing. Okay, stop focusing on the fact that it is not here yet. Start working on our self-talk, our inner dialogue. Do what we can do, and also let go of control. Right? Let go of control. I'm not sure of the how. And that is okay. That's God's business. But I can definitely do what I can do while I am prepping for this thing to enter my experience. Did you guys find value from today's session while I go in with my blush? Where is my blush? Let me look for my blush. What have I done? Oh, there it is. Hey, did you guys find value from this session? Did you find value from this session? Are you going to play today? Are you going to stop being the blocker? Hey, Zizi says, I think my comments are not coming through. Oh no, Zizi, what were you saying? Let me just double check if I didn't miss a comment maybe. Zizi says everyone needs to read The Mountain Is You. Alrighty. So I've heard about the book, and I've seen a couple of people here on TikTok, you know what I mean? Sort of like sharing maybe a paragraph or sharing maybe a sentence from The Mountain Is You. But Zizi, okay, thank you. Thanks for that confirmation. I think I need to read that book myself. So guys, there's a book for us to read. The Mountain Is You. The Mountain Is You. Love that. Love that. Okay. Bongi says you meet your blessings by setting an environment for them to exist. Bongi, I couldn't have said it better myself. Clock it. I could not have said that better myself. So in other words, how I also interpret that, Bongi, is that we've got to set up the environment. And when I say environment, I'm talking about an internal environment that we've got to set up. Yes, we've also got to do things externally, but I do think that the environment, our internal environment, is where we begin the work. Bran, see you tomorrow morning. Cody says, yes, I did. Okay, awesome stuff. Zizi, did I miss any other comments of yours, Zizi? Because I know you said you thought some of your comments are not coming up. But Bongi, you hit the nail on the head. Could not have said it better myself. Faith says, yesterday I was telling my mom that I deserve nothing but the best. Woo! I love that. You know, we need to start believing that I deserve the best. I am worthy and deserving of the best. And when I say that we need to start believing that, it doesn't necessarily mean that now we must go shout it in everybody else's face. But we need to believe that of ourselves and for ourselves. Yes? Because sometimes God believes it and we're the last one to get onto the train. We're the last one to join in. We're the last ones to say, actually, yeah, I do deserve the best. So we just need to stop it. Stop being our own blockers. Okay? Stop being our own blockers. How am I doing for time? Oh my God, we've got 7 minutes left. Okay, let me quickly spray my face. I'm doing my setting spray quickly. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, setting spray done. I feel like I didn't spray on this side. Give me a second. Okay. Alrighty, guys. We've got 6 minutes left. Where does time go? Time flies when we're having fun. Let's put some music on here. Alrighty, let me see some more of these comments while I just finish off. I need my eyeliner. Where is my eyeliner? Intabi Singh says, it's my first time here and I think I'm gonna love it. Woo! Intabi, welcome. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it, Intabi, and I hope to see you soon. Make sure that you're following me, Intabi, so that you get a notification or you can see when I am live. Okay, Intabi. If anybody else, if it's your very first time here, I go live Monday to Friday, 6:30. Every day is a different topic. Every day we're discussing something different. I don't know yet what tomorrow's topic will be. You and I will both find out in the morning when I wake up what tomorrow's topic will be. But essentially what we're doing here in this live is that we are not focused on other people. We're not focused on how other people behave. We're not focused on circumstances and situations that we can't control. We are focused on ourselves. So in this live, our attention is on ourself, our thoughts, our body, our self. That's where the attention is here in this live. Okay. We are checking in with ourselves. We are being honest with ourselves. We're saying, okay, I have a goal. I have something that has not materialized, that I've been praying for. Is it possible that I am the blocker? My thinking, right? So we're not blaming anybody else outside of us. We are taking responsibility for our own lives. Okay? We are the main characters in our own lives. Yes? That was our theme a couple weeks back. We are the main characters in our own lives. We focus on what we can control. Okay? That is where our focus is on here in this live. Being fabulous. Alrighty, let me quickly do lip liner and I want to get into a couple more comments. 4 more minutes. Okay, let me get into here. Mukala says, do we identify only one thing or can it be more? So no, please only do one thing. So another thing here in this live, we're not trying to do everything in one day, okay? So think of soft life. Soft life mindset says, I don't have to do everything in one day, okay? So here in this life, we just focus on one thing that we play around with for the day. So identify only one thing. Tomorrow you can do another thing, okay? We're not trying to overwhelm ourselves, okay? So please make sure that, Owen, just make sure that you're just focusing on just one thing. We do things here one day at a time, okay? So think of a soft life mindset. We do things one day at a time. We're like, no, there's no rush. Okay, we have fun with one thing at a time. Okay, we focus on changing one thought at a time. So just keep it to one thing. If you really have more than one thing, so you do one thing today and then tomorrow you can focus on the second thing, but just one day at a time. Okay, so yeah, sometimes we can overwhelm ourselves when we try and change too much too soon, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden. So we want to have fun with it. We want to play as we're going through our day, and one thing is enough, okay? We just have to live today, and today we can just focus on one thing. All right, I hope that answers that. Faithy says, I always say it my first time because I love your topics. Oh, I appreciate that, Faithy. Okay, I'm wearing red today, so I'm definitely going to do red lips. Red lips. So I haven't done this in a while. So this is a Revlon, it's a Revlon lip color. I've had this for a long time, but I haven't used it in a while. Let me see. I think this is what I'll do for my lips. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in with, okay. I know, Zizi, I can't believe where the time went. I'm also like, hi, well, guys, how did we get to 7:29? How did we get here? How did we get here? But they say time flies when you're having fun. So we must have been having fun. Oh, Kolim, I see the compliment. I appreciate the compliment and I receive it as well. Guys, it is, ooh, my son's cat is on my bed. Okay, guys, it is 7:30. How did we get here? I don't know. Oh, listen, guys, my makeup is done. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here this morning. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with me. Thank you for playing with me. So when you guys comment, when you guys interact, I feel like you are playing with me and I'm not playing alone, and I love playing with you. So I will be back here tomorrow morning. It is Friday. Wow, can you believe it? Friday, the 5th of December tomorrow. So I'll be back here at 6:30 in the morning. Make sure that you are following me so that you can be notified when I go live, so you can see that I'm live and that you can come and you can join in on the session. Thank you so much, guys. I love and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for all the comments. I might not have read each and every comment out, but please believe me that I will go through them later and I appreciate each comment. All right, guys. Thank you to all the new people that joined in today. Thank you for the new follows. I love and I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you for the regulars that keep returning. You know I love you. You know I appreciate you. Have a day that is as beautiful as you are, guys. So much love, and I will see you all tomorrow morning at 6:30. Mwah, mwah, and mwah. Bye, guys.